Stay informed about the latest developments in cryptocurrency, politics, technology, and beyond with NewsSource Scrawlers edition covering the period from July 21, 2025 to July 28, 2025.
It has been reported that Musk instructed the cessation of the Starlink satellite service, while Ukraine was reclaiming land from Russia. Additionally, a new law in Russia is set to make it illegal to conduct internet searches for content deemed extremist. In the United States, the Pentagon has decided to halt its involvement in events organized by think tanks.
Despite existing export restrictions, a significant amount of $1 billion worth of NVIDIA AI chips have been imported into China. In response to the United States limitations, Chinese companies specializing in artificial intelligence are collaborating to establish a robust domestic ecosystem. Alibaba has introduced its inaugural AI-powered glasses, stepping into the competitive arena of smart wearables in China. Trump claims that Hamas is seeking destruction and encourages Israel to complete its actions in Gaza. Earlier, the United States concluded ceasefire discussions with Gaza prematurely, attributing it to Hamas' perceived lack of interest. In Israel, a far-right minister asserts that the country is aiming to eliminate Gaza and transform it into a Jewish territory. French President Macron announces that France will acknowledge Palestine as an independent state.
Ghislaine Maxwell mentioned 100 different individuals during her interview with the Department of Justice regarding Jeffrey Epstein, according to her lawyer. The Wall Street Journal reported that in May, the Justice Department informed Donald Trump that his name is among the many included in the Epstein files. News outlets have stated that Ghislaine Maxwell has obtained limited immunity from the Department of Justice. Furthermore, Trump has expressed that he might consider pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell but has not yet given it any thought. Trump also claimed that someone might have forged his signature on a birthday letter he sent to Epstein. South Park has humorously criticized Trump over the Epstein files, portraying him in a scene with Satan.
The U.S. Treasury has started accepting contributions through Venmo and PayPal in an effort to tackle the $36.7 trillion national debt. Russia's central bank has once again reduced its key interest rate due to the slowing economy. Donald Trump has imposed a 15% tariff on the European Union, which is less than his initial threat, following a meeting in Scotland. This tariff is believed to assist Europe in moving away from Russian energy sources.
Banksy's artwork titled The Migrant Child has been taken down from a Venetian palazzo to undergo restoration and will be displayed again in the future. A 4,400-year-old Sumerian tablet known as the Fox that rescued the storm god, which contains a myth previously undiscovered, has been analyzed for the first time. George Lucas made his debut at Comic-Con to promote the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art.
The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has decided that NFTs are eligible for trademark protection, which means the case involving Yuga Labs will be returned to trial. This decision reverses Yuga Labs' previous $9 million victory over Ryder Ripps. The leader of the Jetflix streaming piracy operation has been sentenced to 7 years in prison. An AI-modified ending of the film Ranjana has intensified the dispute between Eros and Anand L. Rai over creative rights, with some suggesting that Indian cinema is currently at a significant turning point.
Lyft is set to introduce Benteler's autonomous shuttles in the United States by the year 2026. China's Unitree has unveiled a humanoid robot priced at $5,900, aiming to compete in the market for more affordable robotic products. Mercedes-Benz is currently conducting tests on solid-state batteries for electric vehicles, which have the potential to achieve a driving range exceeding 600 miles. The White House has introduced America's AI Action Plan, which outlines more than 90 federal policy actions organized into three main areas. President Donald J. Trump has issued an executive order to prevent the use of woke AI within the federal government, ensuring that AI models acquired by federal agencies focus on truthfulness and remain ideologically neutral. China is advocating for a worldwide agreement on AI regulation, and the UN's chief technology officer emphasizes the urgent need for a global strategy to regulate AI.
Trump calls for legal action against Kamala Harris, Beyoncé, and Oprah regarding their 2024 campaign contributions, labeling them as completely unlawful. This move is seen as a diversion from the Epstein case. Meta has announced it will stop accepting political, election, or issue advertisements in the EU. Paul suggests that Jill Biden and Anthony Fauci might be investigated in connection with the AutoPen probe.
In the United States, the Internet Archive has been officially recognized as a federal depository library. OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, has issued a warning that artificial intelligence has the potential to eliminate entire categories of jobs. Donald Trump has expressed that it is unrealistic to expect AI companies to cover the costs of all copyrighted content utilized in the training of their models, stating that it is simply not feasible.
The White House has stated that Donald Trump opposes Elon Musk's company, XAI, securing government contracts, although Trump has refuted claims that he intends to harm Musk's businesses. Elon Musk's Neuralink anticipates generating $1 billion in annual revenue by the year 2031 and aims to implant 20,000 brains each year. T-Mobile US has launched its satellite service in collaboration with Starlink, making it available nationwide.
According to sources, the New York Post has reported that Jeff Bezos is contemplating the potential acquisition of the CNBC cable network. Sources indicate that LVMH is exploring various options regarding Marc Jacobs, as there is interest from potential buyers. Furthermore, despite previously pledging to protect TikTok, Donald Trump is now threatening to close it down. Russia successfully places an Iranian communications satellite into space. Technology funded by DARPA introduces robots capable of consuming other robots to repair themselves, expand, and develop. The utilization of VPNs in the United Kingdom experiences a significant increase following the implementation of new online safety regulations.
Microsoft utilized support services located in China for several U.S. government agencies, which may have led to the compromise of sensitive information. North Korean hackers operated a laptop farm within the United States, specifically from a woman's residence in Arizona. Furthermore, Russia's Aeroflot airline experienced an IT failure, with hackers asserting responsibility. The Kremlin has expressed concern over these reports of a cyber attack on Aeroflot and is currently investigating the situation further.
Hulk Hogan, a legendary figure in professional wrestling and a prominent presence in popular culture, has passed away at the age of 71. During his visit to Scotland, Donald Trump made a statement claiming that immigration is having a detrimental impact on Europe. The Washington Post has disclosed that the team associated with Hegseth was instructed to cease conducting polygraph tests following a complaint filed with the White House.
French President Macron has announced that France will acknowledge Palestine as an independent state, a decision that has sparked criticism from both Israel and the United States. A USAID report has concluded that there is no proof of extensive theft of aid by Hamas in Gaza. The Israeli military has stated that they will resume airdropping aid to Gaza on Saturday, following the announcement of a series of aid measures. In response, Jordan and the United Arab Emirates have also started airlifting aid into Gaza. Kaiser Permanente in the United States has decided to temporarily halt gender-affirming surgeries for individuals under the age of 19. According to data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the fertility rate in the United States hit an unprecedented low in the year 2024. London Trans Pride experienced an extraordinary and record-breaking attendance of 100,000 participants.
Zelensky has proposed a bill aimed at maintaining the independence of Ukraine's anti-corruption agencies, while the European Union has reduced its aid to Ukraine due to concerns about corruption. 5 days ago, in response to widespread criticism regarding corruption, Zelensky announced his intention to change direction. The leader of China's renowned Shaolin Temple is under criminal investigation, with the temple confirming that abbot Shi Yongxin is being investigated for misappropriating funds and breaching Buddhist principles. Furthermore, Trump has issued an executive order that compels homeless individuals to leave America's streets, which also includes provisions for the mandatory hospitalization of homeless people.
DARPA has set a new record in wireless power transmission by successfully sending energy over a distance of more than 5 miles, and they even used this power to make popcorn. In another groundbreaking experiment, solid gold was heated to an astonishing 14 times its melting point, effectively avoiding what is known as the entropy catastrophe. Meanwhile, 15 years after its initial publication, the scientific journal Science has decided to retract a controversial paper titled Poison Nil, Mono Lake Bacterium Exhibits Exotic Arsenic-Driven Biological Activity, despite objections from the study's authors.
Allianz Life has announced that the majority of its U.S. customers' data has been compromised in a hacking incident. In a related development, U.S. health and technology officials are set to introduce a new plan aimed at facilitating data sharing. The women's dating safety app T has experienced a breach, resulting in the unauthorized posting of users' identification information on the platform 4chan.
In China, severe rainfall has resulted in the deaths of 4 individuals, prompting the issuance of flood alerts across 11 provinces. Norway is aiming to become Europe's primary carbon storage site as part of its efforts to address climate change. A passenger train in Germany has derailed, leading to the deaths of at least 3 people, with authorities attributing the incident to a landslide in Biberach.
Thailand and Cambodia have reached an agreement for an immediate, unconditional ceasefire, as announced by Malaysia. Just 1 day prior, it was reported that leaders from both countries would convene in Malaysia to engage in discussions aimed at resolving a deadly border conflict. Trump has issued an order to establish regulations on payments made to college athletes. Furthermore, a panel in Maui has approved a bill intended to limit vacation rentals and increase the availability of housing.
Top songs on YouTube music charts, Global Edition from July 18 to July 24, 2025. Sayara by Fahim Abdullah. Golden featuring HUNTR/X, EJAE, and Juhi. Soda Pop by Saja Boys, Andrew Choi, and Nekwev. Jump by Blackpink. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global, spanning from Friday, July 18 to Thursday, July 24, 2025, features the following tracks. Golden by HUNTR/X, EJA, Audrey Nuna, RAMI, and the K-pop Demon Hunters cast, Daisies by Justin Bieber, Ordinary by Alex Warren, and Back to Friends by Somber.
One more drop in the ocean of AI. Qwen's Qwen 3-coder 480BA35B Instruct is a notable addition to the AI landscape, offering several key improvements. It excels in agentic coding and browser use tasks, delivering performance that rivals that of Claude Sonnet among open models. The model boasts long context capabilities, with native support for 256K tokens, and the ability to be extended to 1M tokens using Yarn, making it well-suited for understanding large repositories. It supports agentic coding on various platforms like QuenCode and Klein, with a specially crafted function call format.